Clean, quiet, power. Most battery electric equipment and vehicles use rechargeable lead-acid batteries. And these batteries come in a whole range of capacities and sizes. This video is designed to help you choose the right motive power battery and charger for a particular job. And just as importantly, to show you how to look after them. But first, you really need to understand how batteries and chargers work. A battery is two or more cells connected together in series. Each individual cell consists of three basic components: a positive electrode, a negative electrode, and an electrolyte. The positive electrode, or plate, consists of lead dioxide, contained within porous polyester tubes which surround lead alloy spines. The negative plate consists of a lead alloy lattice grid, which is filled with lead in the form of a sponge to produce the maximum surface area. A microporous separator is fitted over the plates to provide all-round insulation between them in order to avoid internal shortcuts. The positive and negative plates are then connected with the corresponding terminals. This element is placed in a polypropylene box. The lid is then heat welded to the box, and the sealing process is completed. In the case of chloride motive power batteries, with a stress-absorbing acid-tight joint. Finally, to complete the cell, the electrolyte, dilute sulfuric acid, is added. As each cell, irrespective of size, creates 2 volts, then to build a 24-volt battery requires 12 cells. Are assembled into a tray and connected together in series to form a battery. Before the battery can be used, it must be charged with electrical energy by using a motive power battery charger. This changes AC mains power into DC power at the voltage required by the battery. The energy is stored inside the battery in the form of chemical energy. The amount of energy stored is described as the capacity of the battery. When the battery is connected to a motor, its chemical energy is then converted back into electrical energy as the battery discharges. And it will then require recharging. This cycle continues throughout the battery's working life. The choice of battery depends entirely on the job it's expected to perform, but will always include these considerations. What is the voltage of the equipment in which the battery will be used? What is the capacity required? This will depend on the work pattern of the equipment and is measured in ampere hours. And what is the space available for the battery? If the battery contributes to the stability of a vehicle, then obviously the battery's weight is also important. And in addition to the universally applicable battery charger systems, other types of system may be selected for suitable applications. These include low-maintenance systems, which reduce topping up, and maintenance-free systems, which completely eliminate topping up. Chloride Motive Power's experienced staff are always available to give technical advice and help to ensure that you make the choice best suited to your needs. It is important that the battery receives the right amount of charge and that the battery and charger are properly matched. The charger must be made or approved by the battery supplier to obtain maximum battery life and performance. There are 4 main questions to consider in selecting a charger. What is the capacity in ampere hours of the battery to be charged? What is the voltage of the battery? Is the mains power supply single or 3-phase? And what is its voltage? And how many hours will be available for charging? A suitably matched charger will automatically charge the correct rate of charge for the correct length of time and terminate charge automatically. The careful choice of equipment and following a sensible charging regime will ensure maximum performance, reduced maintenance, and long battery life. Chloride Motive Power batteries and chargers require very little maintenance. Following a few basic procedures, however, will ensure their maximum performance for many years. With standard batteries and chargers, topping up is required about once every 14 shifts, because each time the battery is charged, some of the water in the electrolyte is driven off in the form of hydrogen and oxygen. Topping up, always with distilled or deionized water only, should preferably be carried out before charging. The separators are just covered, no more. A number of aids are available for this topping up process, including automatic central systems, topping up trolleys, and topping up indicators that fit onto the battery. When a battery is being charged, the strength or specific gravity of its dilute sulfuric acid electrolyte increases. When being discharged, it decreases. The specific gravity of the electrolyte is measured with a hydrometer, which can therefore show the state of charge of the battery. But at the point where the cell emerges, if all the cells are checked at the same time, all the readings should be similar. If this is not the case, then Chloride Motive Power Service Department should be contacted. The electrolyte should then be returned to the cell and the vent plug closed firmly. Batteries and chargers are inherently very safe, but like any equipment, it is good practice and may be a legal requirement to follow certain guidelines for comfort and safety. When you're working on a battery, always wear gloves, safety goggles, and safety shoes. Never smoke or use a naked flame. Never wear a watch or jewelry. Always use insulated tools. Batteries usually only require charging at the end of their working shift. They should only ever be charged using the appropriate charger, and except for maintenance-free batteries, always in an adequately ventilated area. The charger must always be switched off before the battery is connected or disconnected. The battery cover, if there is one, must always be opened or removed to prevent gases building up. Make sure the battery connector is the same color as the charger connector. Larger batteries should always be lifted with the correct equipment and the lifting points provided. When lifting, the battery should remain upright and be properly located and secured before releasing its weight from the lifting gear. If acid is spilt on the floor, neutralize it immediately with an alkali. Sodium carbonate or sodium bicarbonate are recommended. If acid is spilt on clothing, wash it as soon as possible. If acid comes into contact with your skin, wash it off immediately with plenty of clean water. And if acid should splash into your eye, flood the eye with copious quantities of clean water and seek immediate medical attention. It pays to follow these rules because batteries are willing servants when used correctly and the basic safety procedures are followed. Batteries must be kept clean, topped up and charged, and be on a routine maintenance schedule. This will improve the reliability and efficiency and extend the life of the battery. Chloride Motive Power's highly trained and experienced service engineers will carry out inspections and repairs quickly and efficiently. Supported by the products and resources of the SEAC Group, the world's leading manufacturer of traction batteries. Chloride Motive Power are always available to give advice and guidance. They have a complete understanding of how their products match your needs and the strength and resources to provide a total customer-orientated service. Chloride Motive Power, positively #1 for worldwide support.